Welcome back to my channel, guys. On today I will show you how I make my stuffed shells. As you can see on the left, I have some jumbo shells cooking. I did add salt to the pot. So now what I will do is add just a little bit of oil to our pan. And to our oil, guys, I've already have some cut onion, bell peppers. I have the green and the yellow. It looks kind of orangey. So I'm gonna just add it like that. All right, we're gonna let this saute a little bit. And now to that, I'm going to add some of my Haitian Epis, just a little bit more. And we're going to let that cook for about a couple more seconds before we add our beef. You got to keep an eye on your pasta, guys. You don't want to overcook it. You don't want it soggy. If it's too soggy, it's not going to be able to hold your meat. All right, guys, now I will add my beef. I will not, and I'm using organic grass-fed beef. So we're going to break this down just a little. And what I will do is add some fresh lemon. Got to add the lemon to the raw meat. A little bit more. All right. I'm going to add my fresh thyme. It's already nice and washed. And you want to go ahead and break your meat down. And I do that by using the back of my spoon because you don't want it to clump up. It's already smelling good. Okay, now at this time, I will go ahead and add some black pepper. Okay. I'm going to add just a little bit of garlic powder. And I didn't add fresh garlic because I already have fresh garlic inside of my Epis. Just kind of give it a stir again before I add my other seasonings. That's my oven, guys. I was preheating it at 350. Now I'm going to add just a little bit of seasoning salt. And you can season this however you desire. This is just the way I like to season mine. And I'm going to add just a little bit of adobo. Like that. It smells amazing in here, guys. I can smell the fresh thyme. I can smell the onion and the garlic. Everything is smelling delicious. So I'm going to go ahead and continue to cook this as I break it down. Then I'll come back. All right, guys. Now what I will go ahead and do is add some of my sauce, and I'm using marinara sauce. I'm just going to Let me turn my stove down to number 2. So I'm just adding just a little bit of sauce, guys. I don't want it to be too saucy because I'm going to end up adding the sauce on the top. I'm going to add just a little bit more. That should do it. And you can go ahead and give it a taste, and if you need to adjust the flavor, you can. And that's what I'm going to go ahead and do once I get everything nice and mixed. It's looking good. And the taste. Guys, it does not need any more seasoning. So we're just going to let this cook for maybe about a couple more minutes. Then I'll come back and show you what I do next. Guys, I will add just a little flavor to the sauce because everything that comes out of jar, in my opinion, needs a little help. So what I will do is to this pot, I'm going to add just a little bit, just a tiny bit of oil like that. I'm going to take this, the same spoon I used. Doesn't matter because we're going to add sauce in here. So we're going to just let this saute just a little bit. Now, guys, I'm going to add the sauce. Okay, the remainder of the sauce. So to this, I will add just a little bit of the same seasonings that I used. I'm going to use some seasoning salt, a little bit like that. You don't want to over season it, just a little flavor. I'm going to use a little bit of adobo. And this is not your traditional stuffed shells, guys, because as you notice, I'm not using any ricotta cheese because my kids do not like, well, one of my kids do not like ricotta cheese. All right, guys, so you want to give your sauce a taste and see if you like it. It's perfect. You don't need anything else. So I'm going to turn my stove off. I'm going to show you how I stuff my shells. All right, guys, if you notice, our shells are cooked. They're not falling apart because we did not overcook them, guys. And also, I did allow it to cool down so this way I would be able to handle it. So what I will do now is add, well, first things first. I'm not making much. I think I'm going to make just 9 of them. We're going to add some of this delicious sauce to the bottom. And now I will add just some cheese on the bottom of my shell like this. And then we're going to add some of our delicious meat, guys. We're going to stuff it with the meat. And you could just mix this meat with some ricotta cheese and it's going to be fabulous as well. Then I'm going to place this on top like this. I'm going to go ahead and repeat the steps. Cheese, meat, and we're going to place it like this. I'm going to go ahead and do the rest of them, and I'll come back and show you what I do next. All right, guys, they're nice and stuffed. I end up using a bigger tray, guys. And the leftover meat, I just add it to my sauce, and I'm just going to stir it in. Before I add my sauce, I'm going to go ahead and add my cheese. And you can add whatever cheese you want on the top, guys. Okay. I'm going to add a little bit of Parmesan. And this one is just some cheddar mixed with some Monterey Jack. Okay. Put some like that. So I'm gonna add just a little bit more cheese, guys. Just a drop more on the top like this. And we're gonna place this in the oven. All right, guys, here is our fabulous stuffed shells, guys. It is absolutely delicious. It is nice and tasty. Until next time, guys, please like, comment. Do not forget to subscribe.